Welcome back to Wisdom Living 101, where wisdom meets life. First, what is the Mental Health First Aid, MHFA? It's a 8 hours training program that equips us with essential knowledge and skills for providing mental health supports. It's for helping someone struggling with mental health crisis, or just for ourselves with our own challenges. It is similar to traditional first aid or CPR training for physical health emergencies, but focuses on mental health. Mental Health First Aid has the adult and the youth programs. The adult MHFA teaches adult learners how to assist fellow adults, while youth courses teach adult learners how to assist adolescents between the ages of 12 and 18. In the 8-hour courses, you will learn the knowledge about mental health, the risks and warning signs for mental health and addiction concerns, and how to help someone in both crisis and non-crisis situations, and where to turn for help. These courses are available in person through an instructor-led training, or partially in person, called blended in person, or completely virtually, called blended virtual, which can be taken from anywhere with an internet connection. Here is a story about the Youth MHFA program by Alyssa, a school-based mental health coordinator.
I work with children and adolescents in our school system, as well as with the adults, teachers, coaches and administrators that are part of their lives. I am also a youth mental health first aid instructor. I train school staff and community members on how to recognize and appropriately respond to the mental health needs of youth. Teachers today are called upon to do much more than just teach their area of expertise, whether it's math or English, art or football. Teachers often play a critical role in the lives of children beyond the classroom. They can be an outlet, a source of support and help when kids really need it. This is especially true for children and adolescents experiencing mental health challenges. But in order for teachers, coaches and administrators to be effective, they need the skills that Youth Mental Health First Aid offers. Yes, even teachers need to be taught. Youth MHFA offers tools and resources specifically designed for adults who work with young people. In the training, we teach adults how to handle difficult situations, how to be more aware of changes and other signs of mental health issues. We talk about language, both what to listen for and what language to use. And we give them the skills they need to know how to ask the right questions. Too many of our young people are taking their own lives. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for people between the ages of 10 and 24. It can be scary for an adult who suspects a child is thinking of hurting themselves. Where do you start the conversation? Youth MHFA training gives adults the language to use, the questions to ask, and most importantly, the confidence to ask them. These conversations can literally save lives. As adults, we sometimes forget how hard it was being an adolescent. When we see a kid who is just miserable at school, we might think they choose to be that way, or that it's just part of adolescence. But in fact, they might be in a mental health crisis, one they certainly did not choose and do not want. When a teacher says, "How can I be helpful?" that is a powerful question. It conveys a recognition of pain or distress, and a level of sympathy rather than judgment. There is no stigma. It is an opening, a lifeline to that kid. It is a way of saying, "I know you need help and I want to help you get it." It doesn't mean that teacher can fix whatever is wrong. But it means that the teacher will help connect the child with the care they need. That is what Youth MHFA training can do, help students get connected to an intervention. The sooner adults can see the signs and symptoms of a mental health issue, the sooner the intervention can happen, the better the outcome. It is important that kids have adults in their world who can handle a conversation that might be tough or scary. Thanks to the critical funding to increase awareness of mental health issues among school-age youth, to train school personnel to detect and respond to mental health issues, and then to connect children, youth, and families with the appropriate services. I am so grateful to have received the Youth MHFA training, and I believe that every school system in the nation should have the ability to offer the training to their personnel. I believe Youth MHFA training program saves lives and makes our communities stronger, and I am honored to be a part of this important program.
From Melissa's story we can see, mental health first aid is an important skill that everyone should know. By learning how to identify, understand, and respond to signs of mental illness and substance use disorders, we can help someone who struggles to get the help they need. The MHFA program aims to reduce stigma surrounding mental health, to increase awareness about common mental health issues, and to provide practical tools for offering initial assistance until professional help can be sought. The program teaches us to recognize signs of mental health problems, such as depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and suicidal thoughts. Here is another story by Pastor Kraus.
Over the course of my ministry, there have been some low times when I've struggled and I've felt depressed. Mental health first aid training has taught me some methods that I can use to deal with those low points, and also helped me to realize that it's not something that lasts forever. I first heard about mental health first aid from a church member and immediately saw the need. I come in contact with various individuals who are having a mental health crisis, either themselves or in their family. I've taken regular first aid, but certainly the opportunities to use mental health first aid are much more abundant. MHFA gave me hands-on training in how to have a dialogue with somebody who might be experiencing a crisis. I could name 4 or 5 members in my church who are dealing with a mental health need, depression or substance abuse or other challenges. I'm in a counseling relationship with someone who is recovering from substance abuse. I'm also dealing with a family where depression has struck close to home and it's creating challenges for the individual and also for the family. I've been able to help them understand what to say and what not to say thanks to the key concepts I learned in mental health first aid. Sometimes we believe that if a person is dealing with such a challenge, there isn't much hope for them and they must just manage. The MHFA training helped me understand that it's never a hopeless situation. MHFA has been very effective in helping me understand those stigmas, address them, and dismiss them. As children of God, we want to be trained and equipped to do good for humanity. I may not be the first one as a pastor who becomes aware of a need among our church members. It would be an immense help for our members to take the course, because they would be able to understand that if they're struggling with a mental health challenge, they're not abandoned and without resources. It would help them to be more observant of the possible signs of a problem, and it would help them know what they can do to help a friend in need. MHFA training helps us feel like I do have something to offer. When you have the actual tools and resources for additional help at hand, it makes a world of difference. MHFA is a real powerful tool in the hands of church members to enhance their skills and ability to offer help to others. As members of the clergy, we have great stress placed upon us, great expectations. Sometimes the expectations we place upon ourselves are greater than they should be. All of these things can add up to a very stressful experience which, if not managed well, can usher us into an experience of depression. Over the course of my ministry, there have been some low times when I've struggled and I've felt depressed. MHFA training has taught me some methods that I can use to deal with those low points. I am thankful that such an important program is available. One of the best things about MHFA is that it's so simple and easily learned and put into practice, that anyone can benefit from it.
Now, you can see why we introduce the mental health first aid courses here. Because it increases awareness. It provides a better understanding of mental health issues, including their prevalence, signs, and symptoms. It helps participants recognize when someone may be struggling and encourages early intervention. It improves empathy and communication. The program enhances participants' communication skills, enable them to approach and interact with those who struggle with mental health challenges in a non-judgmental and supportive manner. This can help reduce stigma and create a more compassionate society. It enhances crisis management. MHFA equips us with practical strategies for managing mental health crises. We can learn how to provide immediate support, de-escalate a crisis situation, and connect people in need to appropriate professional help. MHFA training also benefits our own mental health. It provides insights into self-care strategies, stress management, and maintaining good mental well-being. By promoting self-awareness and self-care practices, MHFA training helps us become valuable sources of support for friends, family members, colleagues, or anyone they encounter who may be facing mental health challenges. It empowers us to offer initial assistance and direct people towards appropriate resources. Overall, MHFA courses are essential for fostering mental health literacy, reducing stigma, and equipping us with the skills to provide initial support to those in need. It promotes early intervention and helps create a society that is better prepared to address mental health challenges. Please visit the website of the National Council for Mental Well-Being, NCMH. The NCMH is the organization that developed the MHFA program and offers a variety of resources, including online courses, training materials, and instructor certification programs. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.